Well, hello, y'all. Welcome to season 3 of Toole Talk.
Yay.
I'm Amber.
I'm Heather.
And we are here today to talk to you about some cool stuff we've got going on. And we think this is going to be an awesome season for you to join us for the podcast.
Yes, season 3 is coming down your way, full of exciting things happening.
Yeah, so let's talk about where this began and why this whole season is going to be a process and a journey, and you're going to come along with us.
A season of change.
A season of change. So I made a post at the end of September on my personal Facebook page, and it was about some statistics that I was reading as I was researching for one of my presentations that I had to do. So let me go through these statistics with you, and then Heather and I are going to tell you a little story about where this led. So did you know that 74% of adults in the US are overweight or obese? Only 47% get the minimum aerobic activity every week, and just 24% are strong enough to meet both cardio and strength guidelines. So I was just saying how these statistics both terrify me and sadden me, especially being in this industry. And one of the goals that I have is to educate people and to help them to get healthier through safe and effective exercise and proper balanced nutrition. And just thinking that, I told Heather, I'm like, the two of us are of normal weight, and we're in the minority. Mm-hmm. Which is sad that we've got that large of an amount of people in the United States that are so unhealthy. Now, let me say this here, because we train some overweight people who are actually doing really well. They've, gotten better results on their tests and things like that at their doctor's office. So, I know that just because you're overweight doesn't necessarily mean that you are completely unhealthy. But we do know that that extra body fat that you might be carrying around does affect your health, especially the more you have, plus on top of any health risks that you have just genetically, it's going to increase the fact that you might actually have a life-ending disease or disorder. So Heather and I talk about this a lot because that's what we do. We want to help people. And I don't know, when you read that, what did you think, Heather?
Well, number one, I guess I was surprised, and then maybe not so surprised. And I feel odd being in the minority because this just seems like normal for me. So it's just weird that it's not for most Americans. But I will say I do believe that people are starting to catch on to this because, if you've noticed in the past couple of months how many older clients, new clients we've gotten.
Yeah.
Because they have decided, or, they've read in their AARP magazine that, they need to be working out and changing their lifestyle, and it's never too late to start.
Oh, never too late. I've had people call me and they're like in their 50s and they're like, I don't know, is it too late for me? I'm like, no, oh my gosh, it's not. In fact, we had a new client who started with us who's 75, and she asked me, was it too late for her to make some, to have some results from her workout? And her main results were she wanted strength, stronger. She wanted to be stronger, and she wanted to have better balance. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it is not too late. There's a lot you can do even at 75. So
absolutely
take that as an encouragement that wherever you are in life, younger or older, if you are obese or overweight, that just small changes can make such a difference for you.
But that post led to a comment that led us down a different path. So let's talk about that. Okay,
well, the comment was from a good friend of mine, Melissa Lane. She's someone who is a professor, a college professor, and she's also a presenter with me.
Probably one of the smartest people I know.
Yeah, I call her my big brain friend. I mean, gosh, she just knows so much and has great information. So she put a comment on there that I needed to read the book, The Comfort Crisis, and to look at the health belief model, and that this would help explain it. Now, Heather and I did not talk to each other after this post, but I went to my local library and updated my library card and paid a fine that it had been there for like 15 years, right?
I know. You.
I was glad I got to pay it. And then I got this book, because one of the things that I'm noticing, just a little side note here, is I have all these books, and a lot of times I pass on my fiction books, but I'm like, why do I keep buying these books when I could just go to the library and get them for free, and read them? So I go to the library, get the book, I start reading it, and then
I go to my Amazon and I download it to my Kindle and I start reading it, and
we didn't even know this, right?
No.
So we show up to do our workout the next day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the book. And Heather gets this look on her face. She has this like almost a smirk, and I'm like, what? And she goes, I'm reading it too. So I'm like, Melissa Lane has influenced us hugely, but this book really got our gears going. We really started thinking.
It did. Because it talks about how the gist of it is how we tend to just want to stay in our comfort zone. And y'all know me, I love my comfort zone. I wear it every day, but I'm forced out of it all the time. And so it really drew me. And it was funny because when I looked at the title and I kind of read what the book was, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'll read the book, just to say that I've read it. But y'all have no idea.
Yes.
The crisis.
It's a crisis of identity, which is we could talk about. That's actually a good thing.
Yes.
So the little tagline on the front of the book that I have, it says, embrace discomfort to reclaim your wild, happy, healthy self.
Who knew I was missing it so much?
But I do want to comment on the comfort level, because you are not weird that you want to be comfortable. That is actually how our brains are designed.
We seek it. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And even if we're doing something that is not good for us, if it's comfortable, that's where our brain pushes us to.
Right. And your comfort and my comfort are two totally different comforts.
This is true. We have found that out.
Yes.
But I also have to say, because, and Heather knows this, you don't always live in your comfort zone. You've really pushed yourself outside of those four walls quite often. As long as I've known you, I've watched you do that multiple times.
It's exhausting.
It is. It's like, oh, I'm going to set a goal and then this. Mm-hmm. But the book immediately made me realize how comfortable I am. Mm-hmm. Even though I do some hard things.
Oh, sure.
I'm pretty comfortable. I live the life of leisure. It's not really a life of leisure, but
chaotic leisure.
Yeah. A lot of the things that I do, I like to do. So that's in my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. And here Heather and I are talking about this. And then we leave the gym that day as one person, not she and I, but each ourselves, right? And then we showed up the next day.
Oh, did we show up the next day? But y'all are going to have to stay tuned to episode number 2 to find out what the next day brought both of us.
Yes, we've got big stories for you, and you don't want to miss that.
It's going to be a big season. So thank you for stopping in for the first episode of season 3. We're super excited to see where this goes, because y'all are going to go along with us.
Yes, and I hope you have the best day, and we will see you next time on Toole Talk.
Bye.